working from the start. We could be better with our starts. Second period, not sure why we're a minus, because I think when I look at the numbers, we've outshot teams significantly more in that period than most. So I think we've always been a good second period team here with momentum. We're good at retaining puck possession, so that number surprises me. I don't know if we had some leads early in the year where teams pushed back in that period. Third period tells me we've played winning hockey at crunch time. We can extend leads and we can put games away. That's how I look at them.
Is there something you think about the style of your team's game that wears teams down?
I could see that. We're a big team, and if we're playing the way we typically feel we need to have success, then yes, we'd be leaning on people. And sometimes when I wouldn't even say the size of your team, that is part of it, but when your mindset is we're going to be hard to play against, we're going to be hard to score on, and you have a lead, teams over the course of 82 games, they'll cheat for offense, because it's like, well, it's not going to be easy tonight. We got to get on a plane right after and go to LA or wherever, Colorado. So maybe I'll try to anticipate a play, and all of a sudden they're leaving early, et cetera. And so I think that's what's happened sometimes too, where because of our identity, we'll force teams to go outside of maybe what they want to, and then that allows you some easier chances to score. I believe that's happened sometimes. I can't give you specific examples, but I think it will happen with not only us, but other teams in the league that have the similar identity.
15 games for your team in January, 15 for Edmonton and 14 for LA, and then the rest of the 3 months to play the final 30. Is it fair to say that you can't win the Pacific in January, but you could lose it?
Yeah, you know what? I mean, anything's possible. I don't look at the first place being decided in January, to be honest, Gary. So to me, it's let's play our game. They're good teams. They're going to win their share. I think we'll win our share. Will we end up separated, good or on the right or wrong side of it? Kind of speculating there. I don't want to look at it as we could lose it, because that means we're having a bad month, and I don't believe we'll have a bad month. I believe in this team and we'll play well. If we have a couple bad games, we tend to bounce back. We'll have the right mindset. So, and I don't think you can win it, because I think teams proved it last year, Edmonton being one of them. You get on a run. Nashville was the other one where they won like 16 or 17, 18 games. That can happen. So I think it's just too early to sort of comment on that.
With all those games, it is important.
It's important. I think I would go more to it's more important that you're solidifying that you're a legitimate playoff team. You're not a first half wonder, so to speak. So that's how I would kind of approach it, that, hey, we're real, and we're going to keep playing. We're going to keep playing well and keep accumulating points.
You've developed some real balance with your team. We're near the top of the league in goals for, near the top of the league in goals against, near the top of the league in team save percentage. All those things are trending well, and you're getting scoring from all over the lineup and from the blue line. How important is balance in your?
Well, I think it as a coach, I think you want to be good in every area, and by that I mean top 10, 8, 12, somewhere in there. You have the number 1 power play and the number 30 penalty kill. I don't know if you're happy as a coach. You'd rather be good in every area, because that means you can win a lot of different ways, and I think if you're going to win in the end, you have to win different ways. There might be some games, a series down the road, you need to score. You need to win some 5-4 games more than once. You have to have the ability to do that. You have to have the ability to win 2-1. We know that. So that's why I look at balance as being important, and having balanced scoring throughout the lineups. You need drivers in your lineup. We have those, but to be able to throw 3 and 4 lines that can chip in. I mean, we talk about all the time in May and April. Oh, the third line, was the difference, right? Like that happens a lot. So that doesn't happen overnight either. Typically, it's usually something you build during the year. So that's, encouraging for us if we can be in all those categories, be somewhere in the top third.
Did you notice anything in Dorothea's game? He was scoring a lot at the beginning, then it kind of tailed off. Now it seems like it's maybe coming back again.
I thought he was still getting chances. I don't know what he says. He would know. Those guys know their game. But when I was evaluating him, I didn't look at a guy that was just completely dried up. They just weren't going in as much. And then he lost his power play spot for a while. And that, I think he has 5 power play. So does Ola. They're very similar in how they approach their position there. So that led to a little bit of less puck touches, which any power play guy will tell you, even if you're not scoring, when you're out there touching the puck, feeling it, making plays, it's going to help. It's going to translate 5-on-5. So, no, and I couldn't tell you off the top of my head if it was all about a line change because we've missed different players. So, did that affect him? It could have, but I don't even know that to be certain because he is a guy that's moved around, even from right wing to left wing. Aiden's starting tonight.